Okay, 2019 Nissan Murano. We're going to replace the struts, the front struts on this thing. There's really no videos for 2019 model. All I've seen up to is 2015. Equally the same from what I've seen. Take off the tire. Here's your top of the strut bolts, one here, and there's one back behind this cavity that we just need to pop all this off, and it will allow us access to the, take that back, pull this off, comes right out, and you can see right down in there, I don't know if you can see it that well, there's the other third bolt. And that's how you take the top head assembly off. Now we'll move on to taking the tire off. Okay, once you get the tire off, just like that easy, you are left with what we got to do next. Get a flashlight in here. And we're going to be removing these two bolts. They're both exactly the same. So when you're taking them out, you don't have to worry about getting them mixed up. We're going to remove sway bar link. We're going to remove the ABS sensors and the brake line here. You're going to need a screwdriver or a pry bar to pry that back and off. And then we will go up top and remove the bolts. Be right back. Okay, this is a metric 21 bolt, and I'm using a 7/8 wrench. Probably should use another metric wrench, but don't got one. But we'll just go ahead and remove it. We'll go ahead and remove it. Now I'm not showing you the removal with the wrench because I only got one hand and I don't have a phone holder. Take the bolt out, and they are exactly the same, top and bottom, so you won't have to mix them up. So again, jump the gun a little bit. I probably should take off the brake line first before removing the whole lower assembly so that it doesn't drop and stretch the line. So I will pry this off somehow. Yeah, I'll do it with two hands. Be right back. Okay, two hands are better than one. Pry this bad boy off. There it goes. And then we'll just pop this out. There we go. Pop that off. Get that out of the way. Now it's important that when you take off the bolts up top, you start with the one under the cover. The one under the cover, and you end with the easiest access one. I gotta take this off next because you don't want this to drop, because if it drops, it's gonna stretch, possibly hit some lines, pinch some lines, break some stuff. So get the most difficult ones up top off, and then the easiest one, you're gonna hold this with one hand and untighten the one up top so you can catch this. Let's get it going. Okay, the sway bar link is a 18 bolt with a 3/4 on the back because this will just rotate, and zipped it right off. 3/4 wrench on the back side. There is a nut back here. Pull that off. I like to put the nut back on here, and then we'll move on to the bottom bolt here. Okay, that is a size 21 again. That's 21 socket, and I used a 7/8 on the other side to hold this nut. Now this one's a little more difficult to get out. It won't just come out. Oh, maybe it will. Sometimes you have to jiggle from under here to get to pop out, but again, it came out. Like I said, these are both the same size. These are identical in size, so there's no mix up. So next, we're just going to put a pry bar in here, and we're just going to pry this out so that this pops out of where it seats. Just be aware not to pry too crazy because you don't want to stretch these lines out. Just get it enough to where this will pop back. If that doesn't work for you, start up top, loosen everything, get everything loose, and this thing will pop out. If you do pry from the bottom without loosening the top, this is what it looks like. You just take the bar in here, pry outward, and that's as far as it'll go until you take the bolts out. No stress on the lines either. Okay, so next for me is the top strut mount bolts here, and underneath this plastic cap that you got to peel back will should reveal your third take off this plastic cap, and it will reveal your third bolt. Now these are bolts, they are not nuts, they are bolts. Just like over there, I did that one, those are bolts. They come out. All right, well, I would start with this one, and then this one, and end with that one, because you can grab the strut and loosen that one at the same time so your strut doesn't fall. So start there, here, then there. Don't mind my ET finger. Yes, I broke my finger, so it looks crazy. Anyways, we'll be back. These are all size 13 millimeters. 13 millimeters for all three. Okay, I'm using a 13, 3, whatever set with a flex on there to loosen this to get it started. Okay, I used my Milwaukee ratchet with the long 13 deep socket, got her out. Then we'll move on to this one next and save that one for last. Okay, we went ahead and removed them. I didn't have to hold it because there was already enough tension down here to where it didn't drop by much. I'm going to move my deal here so you guys can see. Hold on one second. It's crazy. I got these mats to, you know, keep myself from touching or scratching the vehicle, but the fender is metal. The hood is not. Anyways, this didn't drop by much, at all. So now, just be aware of these lines. See, look, we got one in the back here that we have to disconnect. Pull that to the side. You should be able pop this bad boy right out. There it is. It's the strut assembly. Now, I'm going to take this over to my new clamshell compression tool. Change out this strut to the new strut. But that's how we remove struts on a 2019 Nissan Murano.